When I come here in the graveyard to clean his grave, there's always or a mess or things are lying around or something is stolen. You can't put flowers on here for a day. The flowers only stay for a couple of hours.
This is Vernon Kutsia, a Standerton resident who sadly lost his son in a car accident in 2020.
This was my pride, is my legend lying here. He was everything to me.
Kutsia visits his son's grave every second week. But what's meant to be a time for bonding and honoring, these visits are more often disrupted by graves being vandalized and the unkept area. Kutsia says the stainless steel headboard on his son's grave has already been stolen twice. Theft at cemeteries is common across the country. Families have even resorted to putting locked barriers around their loved ones' graves. But they don't stand for long, as those fences too get stolen by criminals. The Pumelela municipality, which Vrede falls under, said criminals often targeted materials made of metal to sell it to scrapyards, such as the steel plates given by the municipality to number the graves.
We are confronted with the high crime rate in terms of nyaupes, people that are smoking these drugs. They are stealing all the numbers. It's problematic. We also want to come up with the issue of this, the scrapyard bylaw, whereby we will be informing them that before they can sell anything, the municipality or anyone must come and identify on all those scrap metals that are stolen from the township by those people that are smoking dagga.
To me, I mean, they can get a 12 rand or 14 rand for a loaf of bread for that piece. I think that's why they take it.
We acquired a metal piece legally and went undercover to a scrapyard in Mpumalanga to see how quick and easy it is to sell it. We entered the yard to find out where we could sell our item. Workers quickly came to our assistance to assess and weigh our metal. No security checks were done and no questions of how we acquired the item were asked. They then proceeded to write an invoice and sent us to a blacked out booth where a woman's voice asked for our ID and address. After hearing the woman type our details, we were immediately given money with a receipt. We made 15 Rand and 10 cents from a few pieces of stainless steel metal and steel mix. Kutsia, who works in construction, says the scrap metal you bring almost immediately gets processed to reusable material for selling. So, by the time you find out your metal was stolen, it would have been converted already and be unidentifiable. To combat the stealing of grave steel plates, the city of Johannesburg started using granite bricks engraved with the numbers.
So even if somebody was to take that granite stone into another area to go and use it for whatever, if we find it there, we know exactly where it came from. We can then replace it. That's why we did away with metal numbering and all that. So that every time people bury, there's a number that has been given to them and it has also been placed on site. And so far, it's working.
Another underground trade happening is the reselling of tombstones. We spoke to an anonymous tombstone seller in Gauteng who described how this happens and how this is affecting his business. He said it was not Nyape boys who were doing it, but it was an inside job, adding that the syndicate had proper tools and transport to remove the tombstones.
These people, believe me, they are killing our businesses. These guys, they are making a lot of business. You know why? They don't spend anything. They just go and take and sell it to you. They make more money than us. The person, he just take the tombstone, just rub it there and write another
He said they used these types of scrubs to remove the original prints on the tombstones.
They came here, they said I must print for them. I said, no, I don't print. They want me to print this headstone and then sandblast it, write it again. I said, no, this is for me, this machine. I don't do that for those people. Those people who buy the tombstone, they spend a lot of money. But the person who steals the tombstone, he doesn't know how much is it. He just sell it maybe for 10,000. A tombstone of 50,000, he sell it 10,000. So imagine, and the person who bought that thing, he took all his money, all his family money, he buy that tombstone. Tomorrow when you go to the graveyard, there's no tombstone. It's gone.
Eyewitness News obtained footage of a man who works with a group that steals tombstones and resells them. Municipalities said they faced many issues in dealing with criminality and security at cemeteries.
One rule that we've got for our security, as much as they are based at the entrance, they are supposed to search vehicles both in and out. But then it becomes difficult when it's a funeral, because a funeral procession comes with a lot of cars. But during the week, they need to do it because there's less traffic. We cannot be there all the time. For instance, at night, we are sleeping. We don't know that the security at our gates maybe is opening gates for criminals to come in and take tombstones, because granite is heavy. So there must be some serious planning and efforts that is put in to just go and pick up a whole slab of a tombstone that is 2.2 meters long. It is also difficult for us to be reporting to the police, because you don't want to be creating enemies within the cemetery itself, where those people get to know who opened the case against them. That's why, honestly, I've advised my team not to report anything to the police about these things. That's why in Joburg we say the stones are the responsibility of the families.
Erecting a tombstone for your loved one is seen as a way of honoring them, making sure that their final resting place is shielded with dignity, respect, and love. This, as families try to show that you may be gone, but you'll never be forgotten.